or Scopus journals, and the most of the research can also be quoted in the Google Scholar, but I don't prefer particularly tell that you can go for either Web of Science or Scopus. It is left to the individual researcher that we may go for either Web of Science database, Scopus, or Google Scholar. Coming to the second part of the topic, just a minute. The second part of topic deals with the metrics. So this metrics is very, very important. It is basically categorized in 3 to 4 different aspects. That is, one is related to the journals. Journal metrics is there. One is related to the articles, research. That is, research metric is there. The another one is related to the author level metrics, that is the author indexes, whether it is a H index or whether it is I-10 index. So clearly I'll be explaining all the different matrices in this particular presentation. So metrics, basically it's a kind of a fundamental quantitative tool. It has got less relation as far as the qualitative tool is considered, but it is a measurement parameter. Basically, it's a measurement parameter. So it gives the publication count, okay, and it measures the quantity but not the quality. Okay, so sometimes it may have some different value when you try to consider H index, and when you try to consider G index, or when you try to consider I-10 index. So basically, it's a measurement. Word metrics, basically it means a measurement. Coming to the general metrics can be a very useful quantitative tool which will be helpful for deciding whether you want to submit your manuscript or the article for that particular journal or not. I've told you that you can refer the site score, you can refer JCR, you can refer SNIP, you can refer the impact factor of that particular journal. So all these will be accounting to the metrics related to that particular journal. So it's very, very important before you submit your manuscript, you need to refer all the different matrices of that particular journal, whether it is there in the Scopus database, or whether it is there in the Web of Science database, or whether it is there in the different databases. So many databases are there, but in today's presentation, I'm only dealing with Web of Science, Scopus, and the Google Scholar. So 3 different databases. These are there as per the research and publication ethics of the UGC, the syllabus structure which is framed by the UGC. So basically these general metrics measure, compare, and often gives the rank to that particular research or to that particular scholarly publication. Okay, it can also be referred to a particular journal ranking. It can be a journal importance, or it can give the journal impact. It's very, very important to see all the metrics parameters related to that particular journal. Then only you'll be deciding whether you want to put your paper, whether you want to submit your paper for that particular journal or not. So this is the flow of different journal matrices. It is based on the citation metrics. First one is for Google Scholar. There is a Google Scholar matrix, that is H5 median, H5 index. Even you have H index, even you have I-10 index. Okay, so even that can also be categorized here. With respect to Web of Science, you can create journal citation report. So it is ranked based upon the eigenfactor matrix or the impact factor. You can extract eigenfactor matrix depending on if you visit this particular website, eigenfactor.org. Coming to the Scopus, there is a journal matrix, SJR, SNIP, site score. So shimagojr.com will give you the SJR value, and even I'll be telling you how to calculate the SJR. So what is this journal level matrix? So basically it is used to determine the impact of a journal on the scientific community. So here I have listed a few of the examples, or else the journal level metrics. One is the source normalized impact per paper, that is SNIP. Okay, it is directly we are taking the help of RIP, that is raw impact factor, and we are calculating SNIP. And there is the second one is called as immediacy index. Third one is H index. Impact factor is there. Site score, SJR, that is Shimago journal ranking, and eigen factor. So next one is the research metrics. So basically this research metrics, it needs to provide a visibility of the research. So even the reputation is very, very important. Recognition of that particular research is very important. Authenticity is a main important thing if at all, if you're dealing with the research metrics. So it's a quantitative tool. It is used to help access the quality and the impact of the research output. So metrics are available for the use at the journal level, at the article level, and even at the research level. So that particular thing related to the research metric, in earlier days it was only the impact factor, but now the scenario has completely changed. You have so many research metrics are there. Nowadays we are more deflected towards the new research metric, from impact factor to the alt metrics. Okay, alternate metrics. Alt metrics is nothing but the alternate metrics, and even H index and I10 index is the another other formats of the research metrics. So you may have question that which one to consider. So it depends upon the, again I can say that the different databases. So preferably most of the academic institution, they are seeing H index as the main criteria, and that I feel that you may go and you may search for, or you may opt for the H index. So why research metrics? In order to get published in a good journal, application, when you put it for the particular tenure or for the promotion, or even if you want to get any grants or funding from the any international or the national academic body or the non-profit organization. So these research matrices plays a very important role. So basically it measures the impact of the individual research. So these are few points that why we need to consider the research metrics. Journal citation report. So key impact or the key metric is journal impact factor. Okay, which is nothing but the journal citation report, which is given by the Clarivate Analytics Web of Science. So I will tell you in brief regarding these two, like how to calculate site score as well as JCR. So coming to the definition of impact factor. Impact factor, again, it's a metric, and it's most oftenly used, or it is most frequently used. Okay, again I'm telling you, impact factor is the one criteria which is only released by the Clarivate Analytics, which was earlierly it was owned by Thomson Reuters. Do not consider any other impact factor as far as the other sources which are available in the online or in the offline domain. So impact factor, basically it measures by calculating number of times the selected articles are cited within the last few years. So what is the time window, or what is the window format for this particular? I'll be telling it in the next coming slide. Higher the impact factor, higher is the rank allotted for that particular journal. So this definitely reflects the quality of the journal. Definitely higher the impact factor, definitely it will be higher the rank allotted to that particular journal. So it is one tool that you can use to compare journals in different subject categories. So for example, in most of it, the impact factor of 10 or greater is considered as an excellent score, while 3 is flagged as a good, and average score is less than 1. So do not take into the criteria of whether it is 1 or 10. So I prefer and I suggest, and my request is that you try to publish your paper in a good impact factor journal, which are there in the databases of either Web of Science or Scopus, these two. So how to calculate this impact factor? So here is a equation for that. If you want to calculate the impact factor for the year 2014, so what you need to do is you need to calculate the citation of last 2 years, that is citations obtained in the year 2013 plus the citations obtained in the 2012, divided by the number of publications, total number of publications in the year 2013 and the number of publications in the year 2012. So for example, here the citations obtained in the year 2013, for example, if there is any journal, okay, if there is any journal that is listed in the Web of Science, and if you browse some XYZ journal, okay, so if you are calculating the impact factor for that XYZ journal for the year 2014, then what you need to do, is you need to frame up a 2 year preceding years 2 year window. That is, if you are going for 2014, you need to go for 2013 and 2012. So total number of citations received in the year is 2013 is 29,753, and total number of citation in the year 2012 is 41924. So add up those things and divide it by total number of publication in the year 2013 plus total number of publication in the 2012. So that is 860 plus 869. So when you divide this quantity, then you will get the impact factor for that particular year, that is equal to 41.456. And you should be very careful that the impact factor for 2014 are actually published in the year 2015. So all the journals, whatever the calculations are there, it is calculated at the end of the year 2015, if at all, if you're calculating the impact for 2014. So this is the simple calculation for the impact factor of that particular journal. I hope this is clear. One more example. Impact factor, if you want to calculate it for the year 2017, you should go for the 2 year window, that is preceding 2 year window, that is citations for 2016 plus citation for 2015 divided by the publications, total number of publications in the year 2016 plus the publications in the year 2015. So this quantity will give you the value impact factor. So citations in the year 2016 plus 2015 is 32,389. It is just an example, plus 41,701, and total number of publication in the year 2016 and 2015 is 880 plus 902. So when you divide these two things, you will get the value of the impact factor. And again, I want to repeat, the impact factor of 2017 are basically reported in the year 2018. So these are being processed by the indexing agency in the year 2018, and the impact factor for the 2017 will be released in the year 2018. So this is the calculation for the impact factor. I hope that this calculation is clearly understandable and it is clearly visible on the particular slide. This is the snapshot of the Thomson Reuters, that is Web of Science web interface. Here is a journal. Okay, all the details are there with respect to the issue, language, the journal country, publisher addresses, subject categories. So here they have calculated the journal impact factor. So they are calculating the journal impact factor, that is for year 2013. So they are calculating the they are framing up the preceding 2 year window, that is for 2012 and 2011, and they are calculating the number of items published, that is number of papers published in the year 2011 as well as 2012. So when you divide these two quantities, you will get the value for the impact factor, that is journal impact factor, and that value is equal to 1.102. So the impact factor for this journal, that is ACM SIGCOM Computer Communication Review, is 1.102. So this is for the year 2013. Okay, now it might have changed for this particular year. Okay, this site score, I have told you the site score is a kind of an impact factor which is developed by Elsevier. Okay, that is Scopus in the year 2016. So here it is slightly different. Okay, so site score count here is for 3-year window. So whereas the impact factor we are taking 2-year window, here we are taking 3-year window. So that is site score for 2015 is the value for A divided by B. That is journals. If you are calculating it for 2015, you need to take it 3-year window, that is from 2012 to 2013, 2013 to 2014, 2014 to 2015. So 3-year window is very, very important when you are calculating the site score value for that particular journal, which is indexed by Scopus Elsevier. Okay, and you need to divide that particular value by the total number of documents or the papers published in that particular year. That is again, when you divide these two values, you will get the site score for that particular year. So here we have taken for the year 2015. So you need to consider 3-year window 2012 to 2014. So that 3-year window will be basically, it is calculated and it is named as A, and the total number of documents published in those 3 years is B. So when you divide that value of A by B, you will get the site score for that particular year 2015. So here is one example. So site score for 2018 is nothing but the total number of citations published in the year 2015 to 2017, 3-year window, by the total number of items, that is papers published by that particular journal in the year 2015 to 2017. So when you divide those two values, you will get the site score for that particular year, 14.59. Again, the site score for 2018 is published in the year 2019. So it's very, very important to know this difference. And all the indexing agencies will be doing the site score calculation, and it will be published in the website of that particular journal. So this is a difference, that the site score uses a 3-year window, while the impact factor adopts a 2-year window. And site score includes more documents indexed by the Scopus, which basically includes review articles also, and conference papers, data papers, and book chapters, while impact factor includes citable documents, which are nothing but the articles and reviews. So this is the major difference between the site score by Scopus and journal impact factor by the Web of Science. So this is a same thing which I have repeated. So in short, there is a kind of a difference things related to the Web of Science as well as the Scopus. So ISI, that is Institute of Science Forum, it was founded by Eugene Garfield, and it was named as the Science Citation Index, and again it was renamed as Thomson Reuters Impact Factor. So now it is owned by Clarivate Analytics, and it is called as the Web of Science, and also we can call it as a Web of Knowledge. 4 different types of indexings are present in Web of Science, which I've already briefed you. When you come to the Scopus, the journal ranking is a site score, SJR. Okay, impact factor is by SJR, and it's owned by the Elsevier. You have a different ethical publishing best practices, which are published by the COPE, WAM, ICM, JE, and OAS SPA. So you can even you should even follow these ethical publication guidelines, and you can refer to that particular journal, and you can go ahead with respect to your publication process of your either thesis or dissertation or research paper or article. Coming to the author level metrics, we have different types of author level metrics. Basically, it provides an assessment of the impact that an author makes on the scientific community or in that particular field of the study. Different indexes are there with respect to the author level. One is I10 index, second one is H index, and the third one is G index. So I will tell you how to calculate and what are the different characteristics of all these 3 different matrices. So what is the requirement for author metrics? So I hope that all the researcher are available, or they have ORC ID, Scopus ID, Publon ID or researcher ID, Google Scholar ID. So at least if you have these IDs, your research papers will be reflecting in these many number of whatever the databases which I've told you. So all the publications will be reflecting in those databases, and people will be referring to your articles or the books or the research papers or the research review reports. And if at all, if they require, definitely they will cite it, and you will get the different ranking related to the research whatever you have published in that particular journal of that different databases. So one should have at least these 3 to 4 IDs in order to reflect your article, or in order to reflect your research in the scientific community, either in the online mode or in the offline mode. So coming to the first author level metric, that is H index. So it basically measures both the productivity and citation impact of the publication of that particular scholar or the scientist. So generally it measures the quantity with respect to the quality by comparing the publications to the citations. So it was proposed or introduced by the Hirsch in the year 2005. What is this H index basically? So H index basically it indicates number of articles, that is H, that have at least H number of citations. So this is the definition for H index, that is at least that those many number of articles will have at least those many number of citations. That is H number of articles will have at least H number of times those articles are being cited. So we will take an example for this, that is a scholar with H index of 5 had published 5 papers, each of which has at least cited by others at least 5 times. Okay, so this is the calculation related to the H index. So I will give one example. Okay, here in this particular table, so try to look into this particular table 1. So you have author X. Okay, author X has got different publications, that is paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, up to paper number 12. Okay, it is published by X researcher, and each of the paper has got different citations. That is, paper 1 has got 26 citation, paper 2 is having 12 citation, paper 3 is having 6 citation, paper 4 is 11, so and so on. You have different citations for the different papers published by the X author. So what you need to do in order to calculate the H index is try to arrange these citations in the decreasing order. So you can see here, and you should be very careful that the highest cited paper should be ranked with respect to the value 1. With respect to the value 1. So paper number 6, you can see here the highest citation is 29. So that is placed on the top and it is given with the rank 1. So similarly, you try to place all the citations in the decreasing order and assign those
Ambarish sir,
citations.
sorry
Sir,
to interrupt you.
sir,
How long you require, sir? How many
sir,
minutes?
another 10 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So try to arrange these citations in the decreasing order and assign the ranks. And after that, what you need to do is carefully, you should see that the citations should not go less than the rank number. So citations should not go less than the rank number. So here you can see the citation for the first citation for the first paper is, that is 29. It assigned with the rank 1, so it is greater than 1. So correspondingly, if you go down and see for the rank number 8, the citation is 9, and if you go for the rank number 9, the citation is decreased. So this should not be done. So one above value needs to be considered. So the citation, that is the H index for that particular paper, is 8. So these 8, it reflects the H index, and at least those 8 papers have been already indexed 8 times for that particular year. So that reflects the value H index. So clearly, again, I will tell a simple rule that you need to arrange all the citations in decreasing order. Okay, and you should follow citations should not go less than the rank number. So once if it is going less than the rank number, so one preceding value before to that less value than the rank number, so that becomes the H index. So correspondingly, there is one more table which is shown here. So publication A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. So you have different citations, arrange it in decreasing order. So you can see here the 10 is the citation value for the 4 rank 4, and 4 is the citation value for the rank 5. So here the citation is going less than the rank number, so one preceding value to this will be 10. So the rank allotted or the H index allotted for this will be 4. So this is how you will be calculating the H index. So due to shortage of time, I'll move to directly to I-10 index. So I-10 index tells the number of publication with at least 10 citations. So this is very simple as compared to the H index. So if you have 10 citation for that particular paper, then that particular rank will be taken as I-10 index value. So this is the measure which is being used by the Google Scholar, and it is very easier to calculate, and it gives the productivity of that particular scholar. Here the same example is taken. So you need to arrange all the citations in the decreasing order, like how we have done it in the previous scenario when we are calculating the H index value. So you need to compare. So you can see here, so at least 10 citations should be there for that particular paper. So here the value is 9, 7, 6, 4. So these will not be considered. So at least 10 citation for the individual paper. So the I-10 index value will be 7. So this is the I-10 index for a particular author X who has published all these papers with different citations, and you need to look at least 10 citations. So 10 citations is already, it goes up to the rank number 7, and I-10 index value for this author X will be 7. So the same thing which is reflected here. In this case, author A, I hope that it is you're already understood that the rank here is 1. The citation is 10, more than 10. So rank 1, and here it goes for the rank 4. That is I-10 index is 4, and here the I-10 index is 5 because it is going less than 10. at least 10 number of citations should be there for that particular paper. So all these are a few examples. So coming to the G index, this G index was proposed by Leo Haig in his paper Theory and Practice of G Index Scientometrics, published in the year 2006 and volume number 69 and issue 1. So this G index basically it gives the unique largest number such that top G articles together receive at least G square. So what is this top G articles together? Means summation of the citations should be always greater than G square. Okay. So if I take an example, it will be more clearer. So here, this is the last slide, I suppose. So here the publications are again listed in the arbitrary manner. So you need to arrange it in the decreasing order. So it is being arranged here. And what you need to do is you need to calculate summation of C. That is summation of citation. Okay, summation of citation is nothing but the as it is we have written 29 in the first row in the summation of C third column, and 55 will be the combination of summation of 29 plus 26, that is will be 55. Okay, and the summation of C for the third rank 3 will be the combination, that is a summation of 29 plus 26 plus 15, that will yield you 70. Similarly, you should go on doing the summation for all the different citations for the different papers, and you should arrange it, and you should put forth in the third column. And the next one is the R square. So R square is nothing but the square of the rank. That is 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. Similarly, you try to arrange it in the square of the rank value. And what you need to do is, so you should consider this equation, that is summation of citation square should be greater than or equal to G square. So if it is going less than, you need to stop there, and G index will be that particular value. So in this case, the summation of C square, that is only we have 12 values here. Okay, so summation of C square is 146, and it is less than the R square. In some of the context, it is taken as G. The rank is indicated as G. Here we are indicating with R value. Okay, so summation of C square is greater than or equal to R square or G square. So this is the G index for that particular author. That is G index is equal to 12. So here you can see okay, so whatever this red indications are there, these are the H index, and yellow indications are for the G index. Okay, so summation of C square is greater than or equal to R square. Okay, in this case, 49 is greater than 47, so this cannot be a G index. So summation of C square is greater than or equal to R square. So this will be a G index, that is rank 6. That is the value of G index here is 6. And for the author B, summation of C square, since we don't have any summation of citations after the rank 8, we are considering the summation of C square greater than or equal to R square. So the rank here is G index is 8. So similarly, we don't have any values after 8. So summation of C square is greater than or equal to R square. So G index is 8. So in this way, you can calculate G index, and you can even easily you can calculate I10 index, and you can easily calculate H index. So this was the last slide. I have a few more slides, but due to time shortage, I'll not be able to present it. So of course, I'll share this PPT to Krishna Prasad sir. So sir will be sharing the PPT to all of you. It is very useful that you need to consider all these things in your research study, and hopefully all these things will definitely enhance your research impact in the scientific community, research community, and hopefully you will emerge as a good researcher in your own field. So once again, I thank Srinivasa University family, Krishna Prasad sir, Praveen BM sir, and entire family of Srinivasa University providing me the opportunity to be as a resource person. If there are any questions, kindly let me know, please.
Okay, if you have any questions, participant, you can chat me later. I will inform to the resource person, and sir will get back to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Next session is by Dr. Karthikeyan M. Sir. So yesterday, due to some problem, we have stopped. So today we want to continue. I want to introduce for new participant Dr. Karthikeyan M. Sir. Dr. Karthikeyan M. is a professor and head at Department of Pharmacology, Grace College of Pharmacy, Palakkad, Kerala. He has completed his PhD from Singhania University, Rajasthan. His M.Pharm in Pharmacology from SRM University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. B.Pharm from the Tamil Nadu, Dr. MGR Medical University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. D.Pharm from Director of Medical Education in Chennai, and DSM from Siddha Research Institute, Chennai. He has more than 17 years of teaching and research experience. He has guided B Farm, M Farm, and Pharma D students. His area of interest is in drug discovery from natural product and drug repurposing for diabetes, inflammatory diseases, and cancer. He served as a joint secretary for the Pharmaceutical and Biological Society India. He is a member of the Indian Hospital Pharmacist Association India. He has worked as editor for various national and international journals. He has one granted South African patent. He has published more than 54 research and review article in national and international reputed journals. He has published 4 books. He has presented papers in various national conferences. He received the South Indian ASDF Best Circuit Faculty Award. He has organized workshop in animal handling and national level conferences. He had received grants from ICMR and Kerala State Council for Science, Technology and Environment. Over to Sir, and once again, on behalf of Research and Innovation Council and faculty members and participant, on behalf of them, I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And I think it's audible.
Yeah, audible, sir.
Okay, thank you. So thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Krishna Prasad, sir, for giving an introduction about me. And as we know that today's topic is identifying the predatory and the cloned journals. In the previous session, I was looking at, and I was there in the previous session also, and some of the part of this also been covered, and it made me easy to go through it actually. And anyway, before going to my topic, today's
Sir,
topic.
sorry to trouble you.
Yes,
you can start from beginning only, sir.
Okay, fine.
Because maybe some are new today.
Yeah, yes, sure.
Yeah.
So as we know that today's presentation is identifying the predatory and cloned journals actually. As we know that before going for the today's topic, I would like to just acknowledge, and I take this chance to acknowledge Sri Dr. C. A. Raghavendra Rao sir, and the Chancellor of Srinivas University, and Dr. A. Srinivas Rao, Pro Chancellor, Srinivas University, and Dr. Anil sir, Registrar, Srinivas University, Dr. D. Srinivasa Maya sir, Registrar, Evaluation, Srinivas University, and Dr. Ajay Kumar sir, Registrar Development, and Aditya Kumar sir, Registrar Academic and Development, and Krishna Prasad sir, Professor and Head, Department of Cyber and Forensic Institute of Engineering and Technology, Srinivas University, and my guide, Dr. Praveen sir, Director, Research and Innovation Council, Srinivas University. Thank you so much for giving an opportunity to take a session in that of your for the research scholars, for the PhD and PDF scholars actually. And today's topic, as we know that identifying the predatory and the cloned journals, as we know that we are most of them has started their research journey now, and maybe as a PhD as well as a PDF scholars may be there, and postdoc scholars also will be there. So as we know that maybe started prior to that of your the PhD, we maybe done a small type of research as a part of your UG, or maybe of the PG as a part of your PG project. You may be done small part of your research work. So ultimately, the part that what you're going is to do is your research work. Ultimately, you're going to have only one way you are going to publish it, or maybe the impact of your research work. One way is your publication. Another way you'll be going for the patenting of it actually. So that's a normally most of them will be doing it actually. So as we know, that is an important one as we go for the PhD. That is as per the UGC and university guidelines. If we check it, they maybe have some number of publications to be published in that of your journals actually. So it is very important. I think in the previous session, I also there in the previous session, sir was talking about the regarding that of a various database regarding the various database. So in that also small part of it is also covered regarding the what are the predatory journals in a small topic it is covered. So as we know that the predatory journals and the clone journals give more importance, as we know that we may be done a very good job and very good work actually, research work we may be done, but ultimately what happened in most of the researcher, they'll be rushing to publish it in a journal article, because we maybe get the results slowly, or we may be trial and error, maybe some delay may happen in your or giving an outcome of research. Ultimately what happen is because of the lack of time, we may knowingly we may have a very good research or very good papers or very good research outcome we may be getting it, but ultimately due to that of a lack of time, the people's or the research scholars, what you do, they'll be going unknowingly, they'll be publishing their research work in the predatory journals, just giving a paper just to that of a predatory journals, that paying some amount and getting it published. So what happen is ultimately your research work, the value of the research work is not going to getting reduced, but which are the paper you choose to publish in a journal, which are the journal you choose, that give the credibility more actually. So that is very, very important to choose a journal, which is a good journal for your publication point of view, as we know that. So the second part, I don't want to talk because it is a different topic. That's a patent related one. So here I'm talking about the publication of your research article. It may be a review article or research article, that ranking and the metrics and everything has been covered in the previous session actually. So if you go to that of your identifying that of your predatory journals and the clone journals is very, very important to as a research scholar, you should know in the initial stage itself. It is not at end of the stage, because you should know to check it, you should know to select the journal, and you should know to select that of your based upon your area of interest. Sometimes what happening is you may be having the multidisciplinary journals will be predatory journals, we may be having that of you. So journals will be there. You may pay the amount, it may be of a different area, because it may be they'll be, suppose, yeah, just an example I'll tell you, if it is a medicine is there, and you'll be having some of the other dental will be there, you'll be having nursing will be there, and it will be having some other allied health centers will be there. So we just imagine that which will be giving more credibility to you. Suppose you're in a medicine, you're in a suppose in the management. So your journal you should choose in that area should be of the management related journals only. If you're choosing that of your multidisciplinary, suppose you'll be publishing all that like multi-disciplinary discipline actually, that is not going to give a value, because nobody of that researchers or the going to read your article. So when you're going to give a more impact, when you're going to get a more citation for your articles. So if you choose a journal correctly, that give more credibility to you than that of your choosing and rushing your research work and publishing it that of a predatory journals and the cloned journals. So today I'm here to show you how to just identify that of a predatory journals and that of a cloned journals actually. So the content of today's presentation, as we know that here, is the understanding that of the predatory journals and identifying the predatory journals and list of predatory journals which is available right? I'll show you. And checking that of your indexing status of an articles. As we know that just before the database, how that I'll show you directly. And the predatory journals, an example. I've taken an example because I'm basically from the pharmacy background. I'll be showing that of your journals related to that of your pharmacy. You can just go to your own area of just a subject area, whichever you're doing your research work, and understanding that of your cloned journal. What is actually a cloned journals? You should know, apart from that of your predatory, you should know that of your cloned journals also, and identifying that of your cloned journals, list of that of your cloned journals, and that of your cloned journals and examples as I've taken, and to show you how the cloned journals will be there, how the sites it look like, right? And finally, coming to that of your conclusion of the today's session and the reference. So this about that of you of today's my presentation is going to be. And first, as we go for that of your is the what is actually the predatory journals. So the content of today's presentation, as we know that it is mainly of the predatory journals actually. So how to identify that of your predatory journals, right? So it is very important to know that what is actually the predatory journals is first of all. So the predatory journals is nothing but the predatory journal is a publication, right? So which having actively asking. So as we know that generally I will tell you about what is the predatory journals are they. So as we know that the predatory journals are nothing but the journal, they don't have that what you're calling as an editorial board actually. They don't have the true editorial board. Simply actually if you want to constitute an editorial board for a journal, because I have been working in the international and national journals, I've been working as a chief editor for lot many publishers actually. And in that cases, if you want to recruit an editorial just editor, that one of the good publisher, what they look into it, they first of all they look into the top your, as we just previously we are looking that session was related to the top your authors matrix. So that they look into the top your authors matrix first of all, whether the person is a very good expert in it area, and they'll be looking for that of, suppose they'll be called for that of your chief editor post first of all. In that cases, they look into the top matter of that of your the authors matrix first of all. The authors matrix gives a clear picture the person is having. So they may be cut off will be there as like they'll be should a person having the H index should be more than 25 or 35 or 40 like that. After that, they look into the of your area of research actually. And they'll be looking to the top of various impact factor than the article that has been published. So that is all the processes happening to choose an editor-in-chief as well as the top of your editorial board members also. They'll be keeping a criteria to be an editorial board member. It is not like simply without what happened in case of the predatory journal. That is I talking about what I talked related to the top of very good publishers like an Elsevier or Villi or a Blackwell or the publishers. They'll be looking over these to appoint an editor-in-chief as well as to appoint the top editorial board member. It is not a simple task actually. It is as a huge process is there. The recruitment is process is taking over there, and the review board also. The review board they constitute is based upon the expertise actually you have, and there's also authors credibility, authors matrix. Depending upon only the authors will be getting their that editorial board member as well as a review board member of the very good publishers actually. But talking to the top of your predatory journals of point of view, they don't have the top of your true editorial board. They simply take and type it and they just reflect the things. They may not get the consent from that of a particular person or something of the editor-in-chief or maybe editorial board member or review board member. They simply, we can see the top of your, that by seeing that of your website, we may just will be having that the informations will be very false actually. So that we may thought that by seeing this website, we may, these are the members of the board members. So it will be a good like. So it should be our responsibility as a researcher and as a research scholar, it is our responsibility to check it whether these are the true editorial board members or not, whether the true review board members or not, right? These are true editor-in-chief. So what happened in case of the Indian point of view also, some of the other countries also, I'm not just blaming in India only. In case of what happened, some of the journals in the predatory journals, what they do is they may appoint you editor-in-chief, that the editor, sometimes the editor-in-chief itself may not be knowing it whether I'm an editor-in-chief. Unknowingly, by searching by the her or his name, we'll be finding out that there'll be my name has been reflected. Somebody has taken this my name and address and designation and they put it into that of their website for their just starting the journals and write. It is not a way. So that is normally happens in case of the predatory journals. So as I told that, what is the predatory journals? They not have that of your true editorial board. They may not have that of your review board. They don't have that of, they'll be publishing the worthless papers actually. So what the worthless papers? Nothing but they don't have that proper review system. They don't may having it actually. So as we know that in case of an good journals like Scopus Index or Web of Science Index or the PubMed Index we are talking about previously. So all this process is, if we want to get indexed in that of your database, we are to follow that the journal has to follow that of your peer review system actually. So that is a peer review system may not be there in case of the predatory journals. So whatever the content you give, it may have the typological error, it may have that of your grammatical error, it may have that of your mistakes, so many mistakes in that. As such, they'll be just converting into that of your their own format actually, that article format, they'll be publishing it. So that is a thing what is happening in the predatory journals. So now coming to that of your predatory journals, these I think you may got an idea what is actually the predatory journals. The predatory journals will be don't have that of your proper peer review system. They not have that of true editorial board. They may not have that of your what I call as that flow of the things, right? And finally, they'll be charging a huge amount of the charge for publishing at it. Sometimes it may ranging from 1,000 rupees to it may be in the 10,000 or 15,000 or that up to lakhs also they'll be charging for that actually. So they may not be knowing it because as I told that we are coming to the topic cloned journals, people are getting trapped, that research scholars are get trapped based upon the cloned journals. We are coming to the point we'll be getting more. So coming to that, who has been given this name that of a predatory journals or the publisher? That is an Jeffrey Bull. He's an basically a librarian of University of Colorado. He is a person, he's looking over that. Some of the huge number of journal has been rising at that period, in the period of 2010, 12 and 11, 12 and 13, that period of time. If you see huge number of journals at the time, there is an enormous number of journal has been rising. The publishers and everything is getting rise. So he started doubting it and he started getting a survey of it actually. So the Jeffrey Bull is a person who coined the term the predatory journal actually. That is a thing has to be coming to that. Basically, he is a librarian of the University of Colorado, and finally he started getting a survey of it. He's not simply getting a survey. He started sending an article to the top of his journal, each and every journal, how they getting responded it. Whether sometime what happened if you just Jeffrey Bull send an article to a particular journal, he may be next day you'll be getting an acceptance letter, you'll be getting the amount and the to be get transferred to it. So some of the journals will be going to the top of one or two peer review process. So ultimately what is happening is he surveyed lot many publishing journals, that is journals and that of your publishers, everything. I'll finally he has been published a list of the predatory journals. He coined the term as a predatory journals actually. He is a person, basically a librarian of this particular university. He coined the term predatory journals. The predatory journals aim to getting basically a profitability, making money by just publishing articles. Nothing regardless regarding any of the articles to be, right? Only that money-minded people, they are just publishing their articles, whatever that it may be, lot many mistakes, grammatical error, typological error may be there. That is true if you are publishing. That is a quality less papers will be published. Sometimes what happen means in case of the PhD scholars or the any of the PhD scholars or the research scholars, generally in case of UG level, PG level, if you want to publish, they'll be rushing it and they'll unknowingly, they'll going and get trapped into the top of your predatory journals and they are publishing their articles. So that is normally happening in case of this. So you should be aware about it because it's the right time for you to know it, to identify it, and just then you publish your articles, right? Now I'm coming to that of your how to identify it actually. So identifying the predatory journals is very important task actually. Now we are talking about what is actually the predatory journals we are seeing. Now we go for that. What is how we can identify it actually? First of all, we have to check it whether the ISSN number of an article is reflecting in the website or not. First of all, right? So after just you have to check it in the top of your ISSN authority, that website separate of website and ISSN giving authority is there in India and all worldwide is there. Just we can make mail them, or you can get the details, or directly you can check it in that they are cited, and their site they'll be giving a detail of the journal name, ISSN number, and the who is the publisher and what is that website address, and everything will be given. So if you're going to that, if you check it, that is the first check you can go for, that whether you are choosing your correct journal, whether they are included, right? Second thing is you are to check it whether this journal is included in that of your Jaffrey Bell's list. There is predatory journals. As per that, Jaffrey Bell prepared a list and he has published it. Actually, I'm going to show you that coming slide. I'll be showing that of the list of journals which has been published by that of a Jaffrey Bell. That is a predatory journals actually. So the inclusion, whether your chosen journal is included in that of your predatory journal list or not. First of all, you have to check it and evaluate that of your each and every page and domain of the particular journal. First of all, that is what are the call for papers, previous issue, indexing, plagiarism, right? Editorial board members, everything you check it, right? And standard of the publishing papers. So as we know that nowadays, I think most of the publisher, they'll be giving the first review, how much time it will take, average time it will take. And after the publication, after the getting acceptance to that of a publication, how much average time. As we know that if you are just previous session was related to that of your Scopus indexing and as well as that of a Web of Science indexing, that database related to. If you want to publish an article in that of your Scopus index or the Web of Science index, means it may take time. It is not a simple process because they are following that of it as the API. Journal has to be get indexed in a particular database. The journal has to follow the criteria provided by that of your Scopus as well as that of your Web of Science. If you're not following that of your criteria, what that they are followed, the given the regulations followed, if it is not followed, immediately the journals will be get removed. Suppose I'm telling an example for that. Suppose if it is has been indexed, some of the journal has been indexed in of your Scopus index, right? So based upon that, the publisher started charging it more, and they are instead of they usually will be publishing 10 papers in an in one volume, right? One issue if you're taking about, right? One issue he'll be publishing 10 articles. So after getting an indexed it, he started publishing 20, 40, 60, and the review process is got reduced at, and the review process also he cut shorted it, everything. So once they find it actually, if there is a quality of the papers has been get reduced, immediately the journals will be get removed from that. That frequently you can see with that of your Scopus indexed journals actually, and as well as in that of your Web of Science also. So that also to be get aware. I'll be showing in the coming slides how to identify it and how to check it actually. So you have to check it that of your DOI number, ORCID identification numbers, everything, and indexing status also. This is very, very important. Most of the predatory journals, they'll giving that of your fake information. They may not have that of you truly. They may not have that of your index anywhere. Just simply they'll put these all the journals has been indexed. As previously we are talking about that of your journal matrix, the impact factor, the different impact factor has been reflected. So the what are the research scholars, maybe UG level or the PG projects when you're doing it, unknowingly may not aware about it actually. So we thought that it's an impact factor sometime 20 or 15. It has been reflected in that of your website. We thought that it's having given by that of your Thomson Reuters or the Clarivate, right? So that other right person. So that in case of this, if you see, these are the things you have to check it, that of your DOI number and ORCID identification and indexing status, as well as that of your article processing charge, how much you are charging for it. So most of that, they'll be having a huge charges will be there, charging for the publishing and spelling and typological and everything to be checked. So here, I'm going to show you that how to check it, that of the list of the predatory journals which has been published. This I think it is visible to all to you, right? So you can see that of a NASCOR in 2021, you can see there is a predatory journals that could be assigned by that of a NASCOR, could not be assigned. You can see that of your NASCOR of the Science of Journals, it is our government site. It has been reflected. These are the journals which has been included in the predatory list actually, right? So that is another thing you have to know it actually. And apart from that, if you see the another one is as you're talking about, I think it's visible to you all, right? And the Bell's list, you can see here. In the Bell's list, if we see that there is a potential predatory scholar open access publishers. So as these are Jaffrey Bell's list, actually, this has been published. I think it is visible. right, to all. And you can see that in coming down, if you scroll down to this, you are able to see that what is the number, what are the journals. This is a Jeffrey Bell list. Actually, he is published this actually list in 2012, actually, after a long work and survey based upon the survey. And he worked a lot, and he published and he coined the term predatory journal and publishers, actually. And you can see this, these are the journals been included in the list of the Bales list. Actually, it has been available to all. You can check it, actually. And when has been removed some of the thing which has been anything has been, it has been removed. Actually, the business perspective, we can see now it has been removed, right? So as based upon the journals, some of the journals has been removed, some of the journals still existing. So that the list, you can see that is a lot many journals has been there in the list, actually, right? So this gives this. And before publishing, suppose you are choosing a journal, right? So just you check it whether these Bell's list, whether the journal is in the Bell's list or not. If not there, it is okay. If not, if it is there also, just check it whether it has been removed or not, right? And the things that details also, you can just check it here, actually. So this give an idea. And sometimes these journals may be previously may be included in that of your predatory journals. Now it has been removed sometime, right? It is most likely not a predatory journal. So you can see that as a now maybe based upon that some of indexing and some improvement that has been made by that of your publisher. You can see some of this has been removed from here, and some of that has been still existing in there. So just you check it before going for that of your publication point of view. Just you check it actually before the publication, right? Now, and checking the status of the indexing status, very, very important. So before coming to this part, I'd like to show one example for this, actually. The predatory journal example, I'll coming to that of indexing status by checking all this thing. So this basically, I'm basically from the pharmacy background and medical background. So I chosen the journal name is a British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research. So don't take it in the way that just I'm taking only the example of this journal. The journal is still existing. So this is a journal, the domain, it's look like this. You can see here the British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research. You can see here this is indexed in the top here. UGC approved journal. It is indexed in the top of PubMed. It is indexed in the top of Scopus and Web of Science, right? It is also having the top of DOI number. Maybe they may have the top of DOI number. That is not a mistake one. But if you see that these are the false information that has been given in the top of your site, right? So here, as I told, that this is one of the example which has taken as a predatory journals for this, a British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research. I have taken as an example for this journal. In this, if you see that the indexing status, it is very, very important. And that last session was related to that only, right? In that, if you see that there is a UGC approved, it is they are mentioned that it is a UGC approved journal. It is an indexed in the PubMed, and it is indexed in the Scopus and Web of Science. So we'll check it whether this journal has been included in the top of this particularly, right, or not. We'll see, right? So these are the website. Actually, I'm not taking just taken here. There's a screenshot. You can see that of your, these are the, I think it is visible to you, the British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research, right? So you can see here, this is a fake information that is previously we are talking about the impact factor 5.885. Right? And this you can see, and also the ISS number, it is there. As I told that you have to check it that of your ISS number. This is a fake of the impact factor. Is not given by that of your Clarivate, actually. So this impact factor average of citation received, maybe they'll be calculated by your own. This is a fake information. It has been given, even though if you just check it, they are given that of your Clarivate Analytics, the journal citation report. But as I told that this is not a impact factor of this journal. It has been given by some other journal, right? So as I come down to this part, if you see that they may be included in that of your indexing status, as I told you, it is a Thomson Reuters, a Web of Science is there, right? As I told you that it is also the emerging citation index and everything they are given, and they may be given the other indexing test status also they are given, right? So as I told that it is also the PubMed, it is a PubMed, actually. So as I told that is basically these are all the information you can see, but these all the informations are actually fake, I told you. And we'll check it actually whether the informations they given here is a fake or the thing. We'll check it. As I told that we have to go for the journal. We have to choose the journal. right? I'm just choosing the journal actually, right? British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical, right? We'll come back to this, right? And we'll go to the how as to check it in the Scopus resources, right? So just I directly coming to the top of your Scopus resources. I think it is visible to you all, and right. So I come to that, and I given that of your the name. Right. So just I typed as British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research, right? This is a title I chosen. So anyone, just you can, no need of anything, just directly go to the top of your Scopus, the journal list. If you type in the top of your Google, will be get this will be redirected to this particular website, and you can just based upon the ISSN number or based upon that of your title, right? Based upon the publisher also you can choose. Directly, I'm coming to the top of British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research, right? I just typed it and just given the find source, like, right? So you can see that what is actually going to happen. So these may not be there in that list actually. So you can see here. So I typed that British, right, Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research here, and this is no source has been found here. So that means that this journal has been not been included in the top of your Scopus database. So that information which is given there is a completely fake of one, right? So that to be clear now, right? So this based upon the ISS number also you can go, no issue at all. Now coming to the same, I'll go to the top here. I just giving that checking the indexing status. Second thing is Web of Science I'll going. So as we the previous it was talking about that of your Clarivate, right? The master. If you just Google it, that of your Clarivate master journal list, it will be redirecting to that, right? So Clarivate master journal list. You don't no need to just create an account or anything else. Just you can directly come to it. It will be redirected to this pages actually. And here also British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research, right? So just try to, as such, I type that of your title here. Okay, so you can see that if it is the British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research is there, means completely it will be reflecting here, right? So nothing else, because related to that of a British at a separate word, it has been reflected here, and you cannot find any of that the journal. If it is there, surely it will be reflected in the first search itself. So it means that it has been not been included in the Scopus. As we are previously, it is talking about the what are the different kind of categories of there, right? So what is the coverage you are talking about in the top of Web of Science? This is Science Citation Index expanded, and Social Science Citation Index expanded, Arts and Humanities Citation Index, Emerging Source Citation Index. So when you talk about that of your, when you're going to work in that of your future, yeah, these most of the NAC or the NBA accreditation agencies and those UGC, all they are talking about, you have to publish articles in that of the Web of Science in a particular core collection, particularly in the Social Science Citation Index, or maybe Science Citation Index, or maybe Emerging Source Citation Index, something else, right? So these are the things you have to take care. As we know, we are seeing these are the two things, the two of the journals, if we talk about, it has not been included in it actually. So coming to that of your, next we are going to search it in that of your, is the next category we are going for this is a PubMed actually. So if you just directly Google it in that of your PubMed, you can see it will be redirected to here, and you can see that of your British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research, right? So just I'm searching. If you just Google it in the top of PubMed and catalog, you just choose here the catalog, everything will be coming here in that catalog category, and just you can just search it here. Okay, so if you search it here, nothing is available here, right? Suppose you are searching in the top of your all the database, right? just I'm typing that of your British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research. Just again giving a search to that in the all the database, right? So you can see here, nothing was available. But in the case, what is happening here is some of the thing, no information related to this has been available. Sometimes there is a catalog. If you see, just check it in the top of your catalog. The catalog, the informations may be available. So it does not mean that. So it is a process of the registration, right? It does not mean that the British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research is been indexed in the top of your PubMed, right? Because for the registration process, it is I'll click it and show you that what has actually happened here, right? Because the name is reflecting here. The British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research is there. The British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research, they started year is 2016. The BBM publishers are there, English and Utrecht. And you can see that of your electronic link, access not approved by the top of your NLM. Right. So some of this based upon, suppose these are process, if you take about that of you in the PubMed, this is a PubMed, it is a National Library of Medicine actually. Medical related people, it will be most of the medical related articles will be indexed in this, right? It is not only medical, some of the medical and that of your multi-discipline related to that of your medical and allied health sciences also will be included in that. It does not mean that the British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research has been indexed in that of your PubMed. No. As like we are seeing in the Scopus, it is not included. In the Web of Science also, it is not been included. In the British, in the PubMed, if you see, that name is reflecting here. In that those Scopus and Web of Science, the name is not reflected. But here what it mean that it has been not been included in that of your indexing process, but it has been registered. This is a registration process, right? Previously, they have been registered. You can see that if any of the content has been included, surely they'll be having that access will be from that particular. I'll show you another journal so that we can clearly understand it actually. The indexed one I'll show you. Right? So that gives a good idea about it, right? So here, that access of the provide is not being provided to that of a NLM. National Library of Medicine, they are not given access to that of a British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research. It means that it is not being indexed in the top of your things. Currently, they are just registered. Because of that registration process is over, it has been reflecting it. But what happened? The people will give this link and they'll be giving this number, serial number, and make that of your false information in their website and making them, it has been included in that of your PubMed. So because this journal title itself, we know that this is a Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research. It should be included in the topic PubMed actually. So that is the thing here. This is also a fake. It is not been included in it actually, right? So now coming to that of your predatory journal, as we just shown that of your. So these all the thing, the information which is given, this is basically a predatory journal. So they are giving the fake informations in the top of your website. They'll attracting the top of your participants or attracting the top of your authors to publish their article in their particular journal. So what happened based upon, they are not, nowadays the peoples are no time to check it actually. So that is our responsibility. If you are doing a research for year and year, finally, ultimately, you are going to publish a paper in a 4 to 6 pages actually, right? In that cases, it is our responsibility to publish your article in a good journal actually. So all the research scholars, I'm giving a requesting you before just publishing it, choose a journal, check it whether it's a predatory journal list your journal has been included in that of a predatory or not, whether it has been excluded or not. If it is excluded, you can go forward. If it is not excluded, please think it twice and go to the top of your website and check these all the indexing status and everything, right? So then only you should go for that next. So next, I'm just taking another example. As I told that I'm basically from the pharmacy background. So just chosen journal in the related to the top of a journal of pharmacy. Any of that, it is the same procedures can be followed for that of you, any of the journals, no issue at all, right? So Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology and Pharmacology. So this is a journal basically and indexed in the top here. So previous journal, I told you that is a British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research is not an good journal, it is a predatory journal. And I'm going to give another example. This is journal which is a good journal, which is having that of your indexing, that of your scopus, and it is having that of your good side score and everything. We'll check it. So I want to check it whether how to identify it. As we know that is identification is a very important process, right? So I'll just give the reflection of this particular, and we are directly going to that of your website now, right? So you can see that of your the Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology and Pharmacology, and everything is reflecting here. And end of this page, you can see that where it has been indexed and everything status has been given. So that you can see that of your abstracting and indexing, and these are the various database it has been indexed actually. Chemical abstract services, and Google Scholar is there, JGate is there, Medline is there, that is a PubMed actually, right? And also here also it is reflecting that of your PubMed. And you can see that of your Scopus, Simago. No, the sir was talking about that, Simago and the Scopus. These are the one of the good, what you're calling as a database you're talking about, right? In that, if you see that of your Scopus, now we'll check it whether it has been indexed in that of your Scopus, whether it has been indexed in that of your PubMed or not. So that is our responsibility to check it whether this has been included in that particular right database or not, to find whether this is a predatory journal or a good journal, right? So first of all, we are going back again to that of your to find whether this journal has been included, because the information which is given in that of your source that in the website is this has been indexed in particularly the journal. So I'm just typing it and showing you that, so whether we are going to check it. So now you can see that, so this journal name is coming and reflecting the Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology and Pharmacology, which I searched. It will be reflecting that of you below that search, right? You can see here the Journal of Basic and Clinical and Physiology and Pharmacology. You can see that it is having a side score of 3.9, right? So you can see that of your high percentage of 42. And we can see that another one more information you have to check it. That's the Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology and Pharmacology. Formerly, it is known as a Review and Clinical and Basic Physiology. That is different. Now the year it is covered by the Scopus. So that we can see here from the top year 1985 to 1988. Then it has been discontinued. And from the top year 1990 to 2024, it should reflect to present or the current year. Right? If it is reflecting the current year or it is reflecting present instead of that year to present, it indicates that your journal has been indexed in that of a particular database. So the publisher is a Walter D. Grutter, right? So you can see that of a ISSN number, everything, and the area, subject area. So it is very, very important, right? So why? Because as we are going to publish, suppose I am basically from the pharmacy background, this is a suitable journal for me. Suppose I'm just basically from the non-pharmacy background, some nursing background is there. It is also coming to that of your medical only. But this is not a suitable journal for the nursing people. May not be a suitable journal for that of your physiotherapy people. May not be just suitable journal for that of your homeopathic people. Because they may have their own the domain, the journals will be their own area of publications. Research journals or the publishers will be there. So you have to choose there according to it. If you're publishing they suppose the good journal, they may not accept you, because if any of the articles submitted beyond the scope, the publisher or the editor immediately they'll reject it, because they'll be sending a mail that your article is not coming under the scope. So first of all, our responsibility is whether these our article suit their journal scope or not, first of all, right? That is very, very important. So now just we are checked it actually. This journal is coming into that of your scopus actually. Now we go for that of your Web of Science. So we have to know that, because previously I shown that of a predatory journal. Next I'm taking an example of a good journal, one of the standard journal which has been having the complete database. So we can see here now the Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology. I given a search in that of your where the I just typed that of your name of the journal. We are given that, just press that of your search button. This has been reflecting here, Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology and Pharmacology. And if we can see that it has been included in that of your biological abstract, okay, biases, peer, okay, pre-reviews, right? So this is the where that of your additional database. Here you can see I told you that the category, the coverage and everything in that biological thing and everything is there. Biological abstract and zoological abstract, various categories also. So it is an additional add-ons or the additional abstract which has been included in that. Right. So for the scientific related journal, it should be best to be indexed in that of your core collection like Science Citation Index, expanded, or maybe Emerging Science Citation Index. If it is related to that of humanities and arts and science, it has to be included in the Arts and Science Citation Index or the Social Science Citation Index, right? That is our responsibility to check it. Now it is clear the Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology and Pharmacology, this publisher name is reflecting. If you have been subscribed, your institution has been subscribed related to this, means you will be getting the impact factor, because the Clarivate is a person that will be giving that of your the impact factor for the of your journal, right? So here it is not included in, because we are not been subscribed. As I told, that is basically we will be getting an information whether your journal has been indexed or not, right? So it has been included in that of your Web of Science, and it has been included in the particular which of the core collection actually. So that is also our responsibility to just, we can see that some of the persons will be putting their name in their reflex actually. In the bracket, it is indexed in that of your Scopus, or indexed in that of your Web of Science, or indexed in that of your PubMed, like that. So that is our responsibility to, it is making easy that it has been included in particular database or not, right? So here, I think it's now clear by I given 2 example, and one more thing I'll give you another, because it's a PubMed related one. We'll go to directly that of your PubMed, right? Because there is medical related peoples also will be doing your research work. So it will be helpful for you peoples, right? Right. Now, as we have shown that of your British journal, here also as like it is reflecting here, you can see that of your Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology, and this all the publisher complete detail is everything is available, right? And you can see that this has been included, right? You can see that of your link they provided, from which year it has been included and which of the subject has been included, right? Everything, the details will be available here. So here we can see that of the electronic link provided for that of your this. So they are given that of the electronic link. If the electronic link is provided, it means that this journal has been included in it. And you can see that from which year onwards it has been included in the particular PubMed database. In 1990s onwards, they started included in this. So what are the area of this, that all the details has been provided here, right? So this is an NML ID, it is given, and is associated also issued online, right? So these are the information which is here. Okay, it is quarterly, that we can see that the currently indexing status, currently indexed in the top of Medline. So this is the term you should understand, that this is the included in the top of your Medline. If it is not there, as I told, that only the things are reflecting, only the registration details are reflecting, it means that your journal is not being included in that, right? So that is a thing. I think it's clear now. I just 2 examples I have given to you to check it, the Scopus and Web of Science and the PubMed, to identify that of a predatory journal. That is I given example is a British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research, to identify the good journal, because it has been indexed or not, and the ISS number, everything, editorial board, everything, I given you things. So the indexing and not indexing, just we are taking the 2 examples of these journals. Now we come to that of your cloned journals, right? So thus we are able to identify. I given you another things also, that in case that list of journals as I given there. So by that of your BAL's list as well as a NAS list also, it is available. Based upon that, you are able to identify whether your journal is included in the predatory journal or not, whether your journal selected is a predatory journal or not, right? So that is very, very important, right? Now, next we are going to that of your next one is cloned journals. So understanding that of your cloned journals is very, very important actually. So what is the main mistakes normally happens? The name of the journals will be look-alike, right? Only the thing is difference here in that of your cloned journals and that of your that is a predatory journals and that of your cloned journals is there may be an existing original journal will be available. They mimic the same page, same content, same article, everything similar to that. Nowadays the technology is very high, right? The loopholes are very high also. So as we know that understanding the cloned journal is very, very important. I'll go to the first of all the definition for that. The cloned journals are prospective authors by mimicking that of your authentic journal. the original journal, that the content of the original journal will be same as it will be reflected in the of your cloned journals. It misleads the of your author to believe that it is a genuine journal. Right? So what is our responsibility as a researcher, as a research scholar? What is our responsibility is, first of all, we should able to identify whether it is a predatory journal or not. Okay, it is not included in it. Everything is pakka. The indexing is, everything is fine. Okay, our journal, what is the, okay. Second thing is, you should be very much important. Sometimes all the thing, right? The predatory journal, as like we know that, you know that there's a British Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research you are taken, right? You are taken that journal and just we have checked it actually. Suppose we are taken Journal of Basic and Clinical Physiology and Pharmacology, second journal we have chosen. In that, all that Scopus it is indexed, Web of Science it is indexed, and PubMed also it is indexed. Now, we find that the journal is genuine. So second thing is, in the PubMed, there is a link has been given there. So that if you click that of your link of the particular journal, it should reflect to that of your particular journal website. If it is reflecting that of your journal website, that is the original site or the original website of the journal. So normally what is happening nowadays, it is a cloned journals is available. As like similar to the of your journal, they'll be having the journal content, all the recently published article, everything. Only the difference is coming here. It will be the website address will be, web address will be changed here. So that is important to, as a research scholars and as a researcher, to identify that of your cloned journals. So it mimics the authentic or the original journal, misleading that authors to believe that it is a genuine journal, right? So normally what happened, by just naming, hearing the name of the journal, we may sometimes pay the huge amount of the for the publication. After some point of view only, we may come to know that just this website is totally different. It looks like a different one, right? And we've just paid the amount. It has been published in some other journal. So our research value of the research has been getting reduced. So we should never, in any stand, we should not reduce our value of the research, the effort that has been taken from our side. It is very, very important actually to the researchers, I want to tell, and the research scholars I want to tell, right? This cloned journal really, that these are that mimicking that of your authentic journal and misleading that author to believe that of a genuine, and just like that of a predatory journal, they'll be charging a huge amount, right? The method, the clone journal, lure the researchers by showing that of your same ISSN number, same title, that the same ISS number will be there, same title will be there, the publisher informations will be same, the original journal website content will be same. Only the thing is, it is as we the term itself, it is reflecting it, it is a cloned one. The cloning of the journal has been happened. That way, they are just faking. There is a fake information, fake journal. But here, what is happening? The content of the original journal will be available in another web address with the same. All the things will be similar. We'll be seeing some of the examples. Then only clearly we'll be understanding about it. So identifying the clone journals is a very, very important one. So be cautious for the unsolicited emails calling for that of your papers. Sometimes what is happening? One example I want to tell you in that. So one of my friend, he was doing the PhD work, and one stage what happened? He just published a paper, right? Because of this, he had to publish, as we know that for the PhD work, minimum 3 papers to be research papers to be published. So he published a third research paper, knowingly, because as I told that because of rush of time, within 1 or 2 months time, you want to submit that of your thesis and everything. So, and at the time, he want to publish a paper. Within 2-3 months, you want to publish a paper, right? 2 papers he have published in a very good journal. And third one, he's very rushed, and the guide is also, and from the guides and university also, what is the main thing is he want to, if you are not submitting within 2 months, you have to extend the fee, and other things pressure has been put over that of your my friend actually. So one stage what happened, he knowingly, unknowingly, what happened, he paid the amount to the top year, and ultimately what happened, he thought that he has published in a good journal, indexed one and everything. Finally, ultimately what happened, that from the university, they are just get the mail, you are published in that of a cloned journal, your article may not be considered for that. So what happened? Unknowingly, the person has to do and expand their research work and do some more work and do some more hard work to complete that of you and publish a paper in another good journal. Then only it has been. So at minimum, if you take minimum 6 months to 1 year, time has been taken, extended because of the carelessness of the top year, the research scholars taken and rushed before checking his all the detail. Because of this all that, because he published a journal article in the cloned journal, and it has been not been considered by the top year university, because that university checked everything, finally mailed to the top year person, this article cannot be considered because it is you're published in the cloned journal. So that is an experience I want to tell you that. So it is to be very cautious to don't get panic, right? So when you're just because if you are getting more article pressure is coming towards you to publish, be quiet and calm and check it all the details, predatory, cloned journals and websites, indexing status, everything you check it. Finally, then only start it. And whether you are choosing a correct journal, just make it, or not only make only one journal list to publish, just make it 2 or 3 in your hand, just 4 or 5. Just that is when you're starting your career, just make it, check it. You make a list of journal which I can publish in it. First 4 to 5 journal list, you make it first of all. Then frequently before submitting also, that is your responsibility to check it once again, get some authentication from that of your side and from the guide side also, whether it's a suitable journal, then you go for that actually. So be cautious. If you're getting a mail, suppose you publish one paper, we'll be getting frequent mail call for papers will be there. That is normally for that of your predatory journals, right? And also that like the cloned journals like, and check that of your ISSN number, check that of your publisher detail. Sometimes what happened, the ISSN number will be reflecting properly when the publisher detail may not be properly written. Right? That is another thing. And check that of your website domain. As I told that we are talking about the PubMed, we are talking about that of your Scopus index, we are talking about that of your Web of Science index. In that, they may not have that of your web address to check it whether, right? Only in the PubMed, if you just click that of your link, it directly go to that of your website address. But if it is subscribed one, is that is your institution has subscribed, means you'll be getting a link of that of your journal. So you can click the link and you can directly, it will be reflecting and redirecting it. So in that cases, it is our responsibility to check it in that of your twice and confirm it is not a cloned one, right? So this may happen. Check the DOI numbers of that papers. So watch out that of your dead links. Sometimes what happened, in the cloned journals, what happened, these all the things you have to take care. So one thing is the ISS number will be correct actually, no wrong in that of your ISS number. In this publisher detail, if you check it, it may be fake information will be given, and the domain website will be completely wrong actually. So this is only the identification check we can do. And second thing is the another check you can go for, that is the without that of your they have that of your link, but that links is not working actually. Suppose the menus will be given, the menus may not be working, right? So that is you have to take care about that. What is the these are the two things in case of the cloned journals you have to take it about that of you. That is a website address, a domain name, as well as here I'll be giving examples for that. Then only clearly understand about that. The watch out that of your dead link also. Okay, so here I just given that of an example of the which has been published by the University Grant Commission. So we'll just directly go to that of your link. So it will be clearly understand the cloned journals actually. So I think it is visible to you all, right? I think this it will be giving an idea that the UGC is publishing that of your cloned journals frequently. Sometimes it is not updated frequently. Also, it is our responsibility to check it, right? Whether this has been correctly, our journal has been correct or not. Just you check it now. I think it is visible to all, right? The journal group 1 included in that of your UGC care list, right? Here you can see that of your journal which has not been included in that of your journal care list, right? So if you check that of your title, you can see that of your title. Here you can see that of your title. Just this is a cloned one actually. So this is a cloned one which is marked in the yellow color, and which is a original one, which is an authentic one of the journal, which has been given in that of your this side, right? And which has been cloned one journal which has been given here in this table actually. You can see that of your thing. ISSN number is similar. that journal slightly they changed actually. So Adalya here, the journal name is here Adalya Journal. So you may not be get confused. Sometimes the journal name may not be reflected in most of the journals also. So in some of the cases it will be true, right? But here you can see that of your Adalya journal is there. Here the language, that is another important thing you have to go for that. The language here they are accepted is the English, Turkish and German. Here you can see only they'll be accepting only English. So that is also the language also another important, but it may not be helpful for you because most of the scientific content journal, they'll be accepting only the English, but it's related to that of your similar other, right? Like related to that of your arts and science that may be accepting in different languages also. Here the publisher detail, as I told that here, Koch University Suna, and these all the details is given. Here you can see that is not applicable. No details of the publishers has been given. So these are first to check. You have to check it whether the publisher details are available. The journal title is similar or not. And another check, as I told that here, you can see that the website address, URL address here is different and here is different. Here you can see that adalyajournal.com. So just imagine that if you're doing that of your first time, if you're just checking that of your Adalya journal, somebody say recommended you, you maybe just Google it that like Adalya journal, it may be coming and just directly coming to that of you by the search engine will be reflecting it. You may think that Adalya journal will be the original one, but actually the original one is this one. Okay, akmetku.edu.turkey, right? This is basically from the Turkey, but here that basically they have made the different. So these are the another examples for that, right? So I'll give another example related to my field, Serbian Pharmaceutical and Pharmacotherapy Journal. Here you can see that it is accepted in the original one is accepted in the English and Russian and Azerbaijan as also. Here you can see that of your accepted only that of in English. Second, I told you that the publisher detail may not be available in the cloned journal. Second, check it is the website address will be totally wrong actually, right? So you can see that, right here, that only the difference you can find is at pharmajournal.org/en, right? Here aspharmajournal.com. Right? So here .org is the original one. Here the publisher detail is not at all present, but ISSN number will be clearly it is given. And here ISSN number, here the ISSN number is not mentioned here, but here they don't have EISSN number for this journal, but here it is mentioned. But only by this we are not able to, but it is our responsibility here to check it clearly, this by .com, this .org. That is only the two difference you can find. So as like there is a Baltic Journal of Laws and Politics. Here also you can see that is in English. Here in English, only the publisher detail may be completely not present. ISSN number, it is electronic actually. Here they changed the ISSN number and everything. Here the website address, as I told that, it is this, and here they are given that of your different, right? So this is a thing you should be very clear and we should check it whether it is included. So you can see lot many journals has been included in the cloned list by that of your our UGC University Grant Commission. They are included in it. So it is just our responsibility to check it. Around 104 journals are there in this list. It is our responsibility to check it before publishing, before submitting any of that, because only the difference is coming is publisher details will be language, and third thing is the website address will be different, URL address will be different, right? So that is the thing. So next I'm going to show you that these are the two journals. I've taken some examples for that. Very quickly I'll finish up. It is time is going on, as we know that. So here you can see that of your journal, that journal of because basically as I told that basically from the pharmacy background I've taken as an example. Don't take it this way, because you can take any of the journal. You can check it also. Here I've taken that of a journal of natural remedies. Here it is a fake one, JRN All Night. Here it is a different informatics journal. This is original one. This is a different. Here Latin American Journal of thing. Journal of Pharmacy is there. We'll go to that of your, these are the just cloned journals. We can see that of your website. And as I told that the cloned journal here, the Latin American Journal, it is English actually it is published. The publisher detail here it is also they are given fakely the similar to that, and the ISSN number also they are given the similar. Only the difference coming here is only the website address. Here Latin American Journal of Pharmacy, here Latin jpharma.org is original one. Here Acta, Pharma, Borisa, like .org, like the similar is coming. We'll check it actually. Here, we'll check it. This is a Latin American. This is the original one of the journal. You can see the content of the journal, Latin American Journal. As I told that, you should check it that of your all the menus and any dead links are there. So this is a original journal, authentic journal. So nothing is wrong in that actually. So as I told that, you can see that of your website address also, URL address also clearly. It is that of your Latin jpharma.org. Okay. I think it's everything is pakka, nothing wrong in that, right? Now, before that, go for that of your cloned journal, right? See how it look like. Just similarity that of your the Latin American Journal of Pharmacy. The current issues are there, and these are related that a previous issue. Everything is available. All the content, everything, PDF, everything, because of the technology, right? IT, everything. You can see that of your thing. All the content is reflecting here, but it is a fake and the cloned journal actually. So that is a thing. Make a submission link is here. Somebody, they may not just search in the Google and they'll be redirecting it. They'll be paying it. They may be thinking that they are published Latin American Journal of Pharmacy, but what happened? They published in the clone journal. So one of the experience I already told you of one of my colleague, it has been because of this journal, carelessness of this publication, it has been extended up to 1 year of time, right? So this thing, I think it's clear. I think you can, I'll show you once again the content of the, so clear, it is clearly, it is will be clear to you, right? Right. So here, again, this is the original one, right? So similarly, as I told that everything content, you can see that of your difference and everything. So it's like a difference is there, authors detail, right? Authors guidelines, submission, submit article, and the check manuscript status and everything is available in the original one. But same thing, you can see that content is totally similar. It look like similar to that of your original one. All the contents will be there, but you can see that of your menu changes and all the details is completely changed. But it makes the what are you calling as mislead that of your authors to select that of your cloned journal, right? So it's very, very important. I'm come to that of your conclusions, today's conclusion. That is a summary that challenging of identifying predatory and the cloned journal is crucial. It's preserving that of a credibility of academic publishing. So you should get your full credit to you. So that is your responsibility to choose a predatory journal, to check it that of your predatory journals and that of your cloned journal. Choose a good journal first of all. Just make it a 4 to 5 list of journal name. Check it clearly and make it a list of with you before just publishing and submitting. And before submitting also, that is your responsibility to, because suppose you are doing a research in the nursing, you just check that and make a list when you be while you're going for the literature review itself. You have to check it all the thing and make a list of the journal and keep it with you, right? It will help you a lot. And before submitting also, it is a responsibility to check it and make a list of with you for the each of the scholars. I'm suggesting you make a, before in the starting itself, make a list of journal and keep it with you of your own domain, right? It is not go on just publishing in that of your multi-domain journals. Don't go do it. It'll be giving a less credibility, and citation report, everything will be less to you, right? And coming to that, as I told this, it a deceptive journal bypass of a stringent peer review process, leading to this missimulation, subpar research also. As I told, this is very, very important, right? Responsibility lies with the researcher, academic institution, funding body to stay alert, educate themselves, and tiles that of your journals, employees available for the tools of the validation, everything. So it is a responsibility of that of your research scholar, guide, institution, right? So some of the journal or some of the what are you calling as some of the universities, they may be publishing a list of journal in which you are to publish an article. So that is a responsibility of the academic institution organization, right? As like this is a vigilance will ensure that preservation of the scholarly work quality and prevent the harmful impact of the predatory practice of an academic world. So by this, I would like to conclude, and these are all my references actually. And thank you so much for all your patience and here to be here for near for 1 hour time, right? And thank you once again. I would like to thank that of your management of Srinivas University and all the participants. They were in the last 1 hour and been there for this. Thank you so much for Dr. Krishna Prasad sir and my guide. Praveen sir, and all the management, the VC and academic registrars and everybody, all the management. Thank you once again. Thank you. And now that the session is open for any questions and everything.
Thank you, sir. You have taken your valuable time due to some problem yesterday, something happened, but we have controlled everything, and today we have conducted successfully. And I thank on behalf of that is on behalf of management, on behalf of Research and Innovation Council, and all participants.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to present this. Actually, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can leave, sir. I can leave.
Yeah,
now?
yeah, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So for the participant note, already I have shared a feedback link. So it will be active only for 5 to 10 minutes maximum. After that, I will close the Google feedback form.